If you've been calling something bad luck lately, a diagnosis, a breakup, a job change, this story might change the way you hold it. Because sometimes what looks like a curse today protects you tomorrow. And sometimes the only wisdom we need is 3 words. Maybe, maybe not. Some mornings you wake up and nothing looks different. Same ceiling, same light, same coffee. But inside, you feel it. Something shifted. And the mind rushes in like a news anchor. This is bad. This is dangerous. This is the beginning of the end. Or it forces positivity. It's a blessing. Everything happens for a reason. But when you're hurting, slogans don't always help. So let's do something simpler. Let's sit with a short story and let it soften the pressure to know everything right now. Once upon a time, there was a small village, and in that village lived an old man. Not rich, no land, no money stored away, but he had a beautiful white horse. The whole village admired it. Rich men offered to buy it, enough money to change his life, but the old man always said no. "This horse isn't for sale," he said. "He's not just a horse, he's my friend, my family." The villagers thought he was foolish. Sell it and live comfortably. But the old man smiled. "Money can buy many things," he said, "but not peace." Then one morning, the horse was gone. The stall was empty. The villagers ran over full of certainty. "Bad luck," they said. "You should have sold it when you had the chance." They wanted the old man to collapse into the same panic, but he didn't. He looked at the empty stall and said quietly, "Maybe it's bad, maybe it's not. Who knows?" 3 days later, the horse returned. And behind him came 3 wild horses from the mountains. Now the old man had 4 horses. The villagers ran back, amazed. "Good luck! A miracle!" But the old man didn't grab the label. He said, "Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Let's see what comes next." Now, the old man had a son, young, strong, eager to help. He began training the wild horses, trying to turn something wild into something useful. Then one day, a horse bucked. The son fell hard and broke his leg seriously. The villagers came again, like judges closing a case. "Bad luck! First the horse ran away, then it came back, and now your son is injured." And the old man looked at his son, at the pain, the fear, the broken bone. He didn't deny it. He just said softly, "Sometimes the path to something good is full of pain. We don't see the bigger picture yet." A few weeks later, war broke out in the kingdom. Soldiers came to the village and took every healthy young man into the army, except one. The old man's son was left behind because of his broken leg. The villagers were stunned. Now their sons were gone. Now their hearts were shaking. And the old man didn't brag. He didn't say, "I told you so." He only said, "Life moves between good and bad, joy and pain, but we don't always see it at first." Now here's why this story matters, especially in modern life. Because our minds crave certainty. We want life to hand us a clear label immediately. Here's what this means. Here's how this ends. Here's how you stay safe. But life doesn't work like that. And when we demand answers too soon, we suffer. Not just from what happened, but from the story we pile on top of it. This should not be happening. This means I'm not safe. This means everything is ruined. So I want to be careful with a phrase people say, "Everything happens for a reason." Sometimes that comforts people, but sometimes it hurts, especially if you've lived through loss. So instead of forcing meaning, try something gentler. Try what the old man practiced. "I don't know yet." That's not weakness, that's honesty. And it can create a small space where peace can enter. Here's a short 1-minute reset you can use today. If you're able, soften your shoulders. Slow breath in and a slow breath out. Notice what your mind is labeling right now. Bad, danger, failure. Just notice, and quietly, in your mind, try maybe, maybe not. Let's see. One more breath in and out. This doesn't fix everything. It just loosens the grip. And sometimes that's enough to get through the next hour. So if something in your life feels like bad luck today, you don't have to call it a blessing. You don't have to force hope. Just leave the story a little unfinished and whisper, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Until next time, take care and leave a little room for life to unfold.